Hi guys, this is MassCourtsPlusPlus and this is our project for the Civics Hacks 2026 at BU, and we're going for the Justice track. So this is the GitHub repository, and here I'm just going to show you guys the technical architecture. So what we're doing is basically a database or like a tool that helps you write plain English and get it converted to SQL queries and be able to query the Massachusetts courts cases using just English queries. So the way it works is it takes this input plain English questions, it develops it with OpenAI with API, and then it runs a SQL validator for the security and safety of like the ethical part, which we're going to talk about later. And if that gets rejected, we're going to go to an error. Then it's going to be MySQL is going to process that, apply k-anonymity suppression, and then show the results. This is the home page, and this is our model, which is like basic public records, finally searchable. We have a few suggestions here and a few filters that we can put on top. I have a few prompts that we're going to try and see how it works. So first one is how many court cases were filed in 2026. So it's going to look January 1st to February 22nd now, and we're going to get the number here, 18,000. So this is going to show us the transparency, which is going to show us the raw SQL queries that was run, and also a plain language explanation of everything that was done, and also a method cards where we have some assumptions and limitations that the model made. And we can also export it as a PDF and CSV, but we're going to show that with some other queries right now. We're going to try this one. So comparing between two districts is going to put it in an analysis mode where it's going to take the results and try to visualize the data and create something that can give you an instant opinion on like what's going on. So exactly here we can see the case count for Worcester is 944 and here is for 872. So we are able to see the difference, and we also have assumptions and limitations here. So I'm going to export it as a PDF, show you guys what it looks like here. So it's basically a way that we can print the document and show everything. So if we go back, okay, never mind. MassCourtsPlusPlus. Cool. So this is our ethics page. Here we can see everything that's going on. This is full for like transparency and the responsible use of public records through Severa. All the data is sourced from masscourts.org, which is accessed through the Severa Court Docs database. And each row represents a single case. When we're searching through cases, we have the AI-powered query generation. We actually implemented k-anonymity, so if the rows that are returned with a specific case search is less than a specific number, which we deem to be 10 right now, then we are going to hide those results because we want to protect the anonymity of the people involved in the case files. The SQL transparency, as we saw before, it's basically the logic behind any result, and it's shown when we actually try to make the query, so we know what's happening in the backend, and it even explains it to you in English. And we have the security and validation, where the SQL queries are only allowed to do read-only operations and cannot do any like write operations. We also implemented rate limiting and no data gaps, and also like bias mitigation, which is really important because we made it so it doesn't have any opinions and it just begins like it's facts only. All right, thank you so much.